musician, actor, local legend, chef, police officer, lunatic, and auteur. These are just a few of the words that we can use to describe the one and only local legend, Alabaster Slim. Channel 3 is deeply saddened to have received news early in the morning about his passing late last night. From what local law enforcement officials have told us, it was due to spontaneous combustion. And honestly, that seems to be pretty common with people of his age. So, for those of you who didn't know, even though he looked pretty young, he was roughly about 143 years old. But once again, in passing, you probably wouldn't be able to tell. And here's a picture of him right now, just to give you an idea of what we're talking about. Regardless, if you've never met Alabaster, he was a pillar of the community that always contributed to the arts. He will deeply be missed, and it's sad to say that we will not be receiving too much work from him anymore. However, Channel 3 is very, very happy, though, to receive an exclusive from his family because late last night, as they were going into his residence, they found an ongoing project that was going to be released probably sometime later this year, and we now have it, which is a set of undeveloped rolls of film that were finally developed, but they were over the course of the last 100 to 140-ish years from his career, which now is going to be presented to you basically in this close to final format since he won't be able to, release them himself now, unfortunately. So we're going to be presenting this with limited commercial interruptions on this very special episode. But without further ado, I'd like to present to you the lost film rolls of Alabaster Slim. Please enjoy. Man, wasn't that something? I mean, I don't really know how to describe what I just saw, but hopefully some of you can understand it because, I'm not really an artist. I'm just a simple news reporter. So I'm not really well versed on these things. But you know what? Let's take a look at the next clip. Here we go. Huh. That's, huh. You know what? Just roll the next one.
I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left. No reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil, right or wrong. I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the deathless eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up, because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
What do we do?
He's been here once tonight. I think he'll come back. I'm gonna wait for him.
I still think I should notify the radio and tell them.
No. If you do that, they'll see him in every street corner. They'll look for him in every house. Just tell your men to keep their mouths shut and their eyes open.
Speechless. On to the next one. Just roll the next one. Please, roll it.
Alright everybody, we're going to make this a quick one today as the photos are coming in, but as you know, this is the roll of film from the killer known as the Developer. We just got this in from the precinct lab last night, and I'm showing these here for you in case you can find any sort of meaningful clues or anything else we can determine from what's going on right now. Honestly, as you all know, there's really not much to go off of other than the suspect is roughly 14 to 15 years old, still in high school, and these photos seem to support that fact given what you're seeing right now. He's been at it for a couple of weeks. I'm sure you've seen the news story, so I'm not going to repeat all the gory details, but take a look and see if there's anything of note that you want to point out, and then pass it along to me afterwards. So we'll have these photos printed for display so people can take another quick look, but ultimately there's really not much we can go off of right now. As you know, parents are all extremely upset given the situation, and really we're trying to get for any clues right now, and honestly I'm surprised we were even able to get this film really at all. So either way, I'll quiet down for now, keep looking at the photos, and just report back if you have anything. Alright, get out there and let me know what you got.
この電車は中央線快速東京行きです。停車駅は中野までの各駅と新宿、四谷、お茶の水、神田、東京です。次は吉祥寺、お出口は右側です。京王井の頭線はお乗り換えです。お客様にお願いいたします。車内では携帯電話をマナーモードに設定の上、通話はお控えください。ご協力をお願いいたします。This is a 209 rapid service train for Tokyo. The next station is Kichijoji. The doors on the right side will open. Please change it for the Keio Inokashita line. Please set your mobile phone to silent mode and refrain from talking on the phone.
You know, look, I think we've all been on a journey tonight, and really, before this final segment that sends us off, I don't really know what else to say anymore. I'm fairly speechless. I think we've seen just about as much as I can realistically explain, and then some. So, with this final clip, I hope you enjoy it. Once again, rest in peace, Alabaster Slim. You gave us art that will be discussed for many, many generations, and this is certainly no exception. So, thank you for tuning in on tonight's very special episode, and let's take it away with the final clip that Alabaster left before he went on to the great beyond. Thank you for tuning in. Good night.